Morning, friends. Welcome to the farm. I'm sitting under the leopard tree. It's a beautiful day. It's pretty misty this morning. We've got some heat coming this afternoon. I was just watching the EFF in Parliament having this Barney milking each other, throwing each other around, slapping and punching and fighting and screaming, and really losing their temper completely. And I reminded a couple of years ago, I was going through a divorce, and I just bought a new car. Well, it wasn't a new car, it was a good second hand. And I got hit, had a head-on collision here in Maritzburg, Durban Road. Municipal vehicle cut in front of me, and I hit him head-on. And my car's radiator popped and the bonnet popped up, and it was an absolute mess. And I'd just come from a psychologist, and I was trying to work through all these issues. And I lost it. The psych drove away, and he started driving up the road. He said he was driving to get out of the intersection, out of the trouble. I started running after him, left my car there in the middle of the road, ran after him, and I saw him closing his window, and I thought, not today, punk. I smashed that window, and I punched him in the face, and I got into this huge fight on the side of the road, like a road rage. Let off some steam from the divorce incident, and it got me into big trouble. A municipality charged me with malicious injury to property for smashing the window. They, irrespective of them smashing my vehicle, but anyway, and then they charged me for assault because I smacked the sack in the face. You go through this court case, and it takes ages and ages, and you finally get to the court process is extremely drawn out and a waste of money and time, and it just people that live in that realm know how painful it is. I never want to go back to it. But I was in the box, and this lady judge or magistrate, she's handing out my sentence, and okay, they gave me a reduced sentence. They gave me a what they call it. They don't give it to you straight away. They sort of, I can't remember the word now. Anyway, they said 5 years. If I do anything like this in the next 5 years, I'm going straight to jail. And they charge it, and $600 to replace the window. And while I was standing there listening to this, and my tail was between my legs. This magistrate, she said to me, listen, she said, Mr. van der Merwe, listen carefully. In order for you to live in civil society, you need to be able to control your temper. That if you cannot control your temper, incidents like this happen. Assaults, accidents, murders, all that type of thing. Because you could not control yourself. And she says, because of that, I'm finding you guilty. Bah! And I pooed in my panty. But what that auntie did, the way she stipulated it, you've got to control yourself. You've got to be able to control your temper, and a man has to do that. Men are physical. Men are generally stronger than women, and if they can't control themselves, then we've got these little terrors running around all over the place. And when I look at that EFF freaking out with a political whatever it was in Parliament, and they're punching each other, and and I'm thinking, why do our leaders get away with it? Why are they allowed to be absolute hooligans and flippin' childish and can't control anything, but we have to, as the law-abiding citizen? So shouldn't our leaders be held accountable for that? Shouldn't they be charged now and say, listen, sorry, you swung a punch in Parliament. You're out. You're not allowed here anymore. If you can't control yourself, you got a 10-year ban or a 5-year ban, like the courts would do, and you can come back when you've proven that you can now control your temper, control yourself in that high or highest level of government. And why are leaders not enforcing things like this? Why do they just leave it? well, they overlook it. But everyone else in the country has to adhere to the rules and the laws that they make, but they don't have to worry about it. And that's not right. This country needs to wake up. We've got the wrong government in place. If there's two standards. Yes, do as I say, don't do as I do. And that's wrong. So anyway, that's my 5 cents on a Friday morning. I just think we need to kick these useless pricks out of Parliament. They are the pits. They're childish. They're a bunch of clowns. They've got no control over themselves. All they do is line their pockets. Get rid of these assholes and get proper leaders in there. A proper leader puts the people first. Proper leader behaves appropriately. A proper leader respects the House and respects his fellow politician and doesn't talk over him. Gives them chances to talk. They all fight and shout and scream at each other like a bunch of animals. It's mad. And we need to, somewhere along the line, we need to put our foot down and say, listen, you're not my leader. I don't know whose leader you are, but you sure as hell not mine. So anyway, chaps, have a lovely Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Go huge or go home.